Yeah. Thanks for coming here.
So you're gonna record the whole thing and then you can edit?
Yes, right, yeah.
That's good idea. What software do you use?
Final Cut. Okay, so welcome back to Topher channel. So today we are gonna make the cuts with my Indian friend. So now he lives in the Toronto and he's a content engineer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And can you introduce yourself first?
Yeah, so
okay.
I came to Toronto last year?
Last year,
January.
January, okay.
So I was working in Montreal before and then I decided to come here because I didn't know French, so it was a bit difficult for me in Montreal, especially jobs, connecting to people. So then I decided to come here, and so far I am working, actually started my own company, and the company is in computer software, and we work with cameras to, in factories we install cameras, and these cameras can find out what kind of activity is going on, what kind of defects are there in the products they manufacture, and so far it's going good. And Toronto is nice. Now I can speak English.
Oh yeah, okay. So first of all, we need to plate the chicken breast for making chicken cuts.
Is it the cutlet?
Yeah, cutlet, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because back in my home, we have chicken cutlet.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I really looking forward how it'll taste. It should be a bit different.
Okay. So I'll show you. And it's quite easy, yeah. It's just we need to plate the chicken breast. Okay, like this. Like this. So how was it today? So
Today was good. It was sunny.
sunny. Yeah.
So I usually go for a walk every day because I need some exercise. It's not good to just stay at home.
Yes, right. Yeah.
And my work is I don't have to go to office, so I work from home.
At home?
Yeah. Because I only have to code. So I just need a computer. That's it. So that's why I sometimes prefer to go out, walk for 6 kilometers just around, so that I feel good. So why do you punch? What does it?
To plate the chicken breast. Yeah. So you lived in the South Korea, right? So
Yes. I was in South Korea for 1 month.
and then you collaborate in the Japan, right?
Yes. So it was 2010.
10. Oh.
So I from my university back in my home in India. So I went to Japan for 1 month and then South Korea for 1 month.
1 month.
So there was some research project from my university. So they sent me to universities in these two countries, and so it was very nice. The first time I went outside India, I had no idea how something outside India looks like.
Yeah.
I had a lot of confusions. I was a bit worried because it's not like US. In Japan and Korea they speak Japanese and Korean. So even my parents were worried and then, but it was not bad because I was in university and then most of the people can speak English, but sometimes me and my friends from the university, we go out to Seoul. So in Hanyang University I was working with some other colleagues and they were from Pakistan. Yeah, so they're from Pakistan, and then we sometimes go out to watch a movie, just to walk around, and I really love because it was very clean.
Clean. Yeah.
So it was very clean and I really enjoyed the time because it's like it's a Europe, if Europe you have Germany, France, they speak different languages, right? And they have a little bit of different culture,
Yes, right.
And similarly in India you have provinces, states, and they have their own language, own culture, but they're within one country.
Yes.
So even if you travel from one province to the other, you will really be surprised to see how much difference there in culture, languages. Yeah.
Yes. So it's such as the Swiss, right? Switzerland.
Yeah.
Some people use French, some people use Italian, some people use Germany, right?
Yeah. So every state, the province equals state in there, so they have their own language. So
Korean people are using one language for one country.
Yeah.
So can you explain why your country use a variety of
like different
the
languages.
language. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it goes back to the history of my country,
Mm-hmm.
because if you go back like maybe 1,000 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
India was a combination of different princely states. Like they were king, you know,
Yeah.
different parts of different communities. So they have like small countries. They were in different parts. They used to do a lot of trades, you know,
Yes.
trading,
Yeah.
but they were different, you know, ruled by different kings.
Yes. Exactly the different country, right?
Kind of different
At that
country,
time.
but that's long time ago, like 1,000 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So then what happened that many times, people come in, like if, for example, British came in 1700 and they basically
it was
colonized.
colonized. Yeah.
So when they colonize, it is better for them to make everything one, you know.
Yes. So.
So what happened is that they kind of, since British colonized everything, all these small states they became under British, you know.
Yes.
Everyone wanted to become free. You know, they don't want to be colonized and controlled by people from other country.
Yeah.
So they all united. And also there are a lot of similarity in languages even before. Like for example, even two countries, say for example in old days are close by, but they have the languages speak are very similar. Like, you know, because the source, Sanskrit is a language from where these languages in the North India came from, and the root is same.
Yes.
It's like, you know, and then that's why a lot of words are similar. So people like kind of share some similarity in the culture even, although they're different, but there are a lot of similarities. So that's why even though they're they are different languages, different cultures, they're still together.
Interesting. I heard that you traveled 18 countries, right? so which country is memorable for you?
I would say because Japan and South Korea was my first time, so it was very like, you know, special to me.
Special?
Because the first time, you know, I kind of spoke in some other language and then met up people from different culture, because I never saw someone, you know, which is not Indian before.
Yes, right.
And like the food they eat were very different, and the culture was very different, and you know how people react, how people are like so friendly. It was also a very good experience for me. Like, you know, how people are from South Korea and Japan are very friendly to me. So it was very, very interesting. So because the first time that was kind of, I still remember. And outside, like after that, I also traveled like Europe. Yeah. So I like Spain a bit.
Spain? Which region?
I went to Barcelona.
Barcelona. I traveled also 1 week there.
Yeah. So I was there for 1 week, like 2 times.
2 times?
Yeah. One first time in 2016 when I was actually in France for doing a project.
I don't remember which region.
It was in the middle. I think it was called Grenoble. Yeah, it was. It's a near city called Lyon, and it was not very big, but basically you can take a tram and go through the whole city in like few hours. So it's not that big. So when I was in France, then I tried to go to the other neighboring countries. Like I went to Amsterdam, I went to Barcelona, Rome, Geneva, and like that. You know, I wanted to go around. Usually I just go by myself, like solo. Because I had a lot of work to do. But every time, like in the weekend, I take the weekend off and then go for a few days. But in 2019, I was in Belgium because of my work. Our company, basically, we got some kind of funding from Belgium. So because of that funding, we were required to be in Belgium for a couple of months. I mean, not all the time, and then stay there and then come back. So during that time in Barcelona, we had a conference, an expo in fact. So it was for 1 week. So during the time I was in Barcelona again. So this time I enjoyed a bit more because it was a bit longer, and I was in hostel. So I going out, you know. So basically during the day we had the expo, and in the night. So basically, I went out like for the clubbing, to the pubs. So it was really fun, you know. I mean, it was very tiring because I have to go to the expo in the day and at night, but I really wanted to enjoy the time because it was sunny.
Especially the
Lose this
beaches,
opportunity.
yes, nice.
Beaches, yes.
Yes.
And also the architecture, like
Yes, architecture, right? The Sagrada Familia.
Sagrada
yeah.
Familia,
And
the
right.
Gaudi's
Yeah, Gaudi's,
work,
yeah, work,
So what is the street called that you can walk?
Rambla Street.
Huh?
Rambla Street.
Rambla,
yeah. Yeah, Rambla Street. Yeah.
Rambla Street was nice.
Yeah. That's so nice. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. Punch it. Okay. Yeah.
I'm digging through the glove box.
Yeah, it's quite easy.
Thought I had a map in here. The driver's door doesn't lock.
Yeah, that's it.
Car my junior year. There's candy in my backpack.
Then,
Pick a soundtrack.
and then we
Heading
need
for the
to
East Coast tonight.
put it back here.
Pack your bags and hold on tight, 'cause we're taking off. Pack up gear. Track is